Please join me in prayer as we know together that this is the day Spirit has made, all for our delight. Thank you, Spirit, for the life-giving rain that nourishes our Mother, the earth, and brings forth all the bounty of this earth. Thank you for the safe travels of each one here, and thank you for the mystic heart within each one that drew them here this morning. I know that your inspiration is fully present, that our intuitions are wide open, receptive to the heavenly download. I know that Reverend Diana's message today speaks directly to our hearts, which is where Spirit dwells. So with open minds, open hearts, open ears, and open arms, we simply let this time together unfold, knowing that it does so joyfully, lovingly, and powerfully. And we accept that this prayer is a prayer answered, as we say together, and so it is. Amen.
Beautiful prayer to open our space together today. Welcome. If you are new with us here online today, my name's Reverend Diana Johnson, and I'm the pastor, spiritual director for Mystic Heart Spiritual Center. We're an independent interfaith community. We teach universal principles, practical spirituality, following the threads of truth that run through all of the world's great traditions. So this morning we center our reflections on the idea that grace will lead us home, if we let it. I trust that this morning's gathering will help to lead you home to the guidance and wisdom of your own mystic heart. So we begin our meditative journey this morning by joining our voices, deepening our intimate connection with the divine and with one another.
Speaking of the heavenly download, lyrics should be appearing up there. Welcome home to your mystic heart. Lay aside whatever came before. Let your own intuition start to guide you to heaven's door. Welcome home to your mystic heart. Lay aside whatever came before. Let your own intuition start to guide you to heaven's door. To guide you to heaven's door. To guide you to heaven's door. I just wanna thank you for all you bring to me. I just wanna thank you. Your love has set me free. I just wanna thank you for all you bring to me. I just wanna thank you. Your love has set me free. I just wanna thank you
moving more deeply into our meditative tone. We make a conscious connection with the global community. Gently allowing the eyes to close if they haven't already, or to relax downward. Taking a couple of nice deep breaths in and out. As you continue to ground yourself, imagine the breath dissolving any distracting thoughts, moving the energy of the mind down into the heart. You may want to place your hands on your heart and breathe, or just bring focused attention to the heart. Now breathing in and connecting with the heartbeat. And releasing. Imagine that your heart is beating with the pulsing energy of the one life. Beating in tandem with the heart of the mother, with the heart of the father, with the infinite intelligence back of everything. And now imagine that your heart is beating with the hearts of all beings, human, more than human creatures. That all of creation is pulsing with the same life. Acknowledging the global web of consciousness that is created as we feel ourselves united by the pulse of life itself. Sensing the radiant light of spirit that shimmers through all of it. We are not alone. We are never alone. We feel and know our oneness with all that is. And we acknowledge our responsibility to one another as human family and as caretakers of this beautiful and life-giving planet. With every breath and in every moment, we turn once again to grace, to the recognition that we are always in the presence of grace, that grace carries us through every moment, with every breath, and that if we allow it, grace will lead us home. What do we mean by home? What are the qualities of home? Ideally, home is a place of safety, comfort, belonging, and peace. A place where we are loved and respected, where we can be fully and authentically ourselves, where we can replenish our energy and prepare ourselves to interact with the world. As important as our human home is to us, this is only the surface level of what it means to go home. This transformational journey of life invites us to go deeper, to find a more profound and eternal sense of home. Each one of us, as we walk this path, is required to make room for the full range of human experiences. to create space for opposites and for paradox. To sometimes let go of our attachment to everything we think we know. To embrace the unknown. And to be willing in every moment to begin again. It invites us to open ourselves to exploration, trusting that as we traverse new circumstances, our true home lives inside of us. We are never far from home. Ultimately, we all long for home. The archetypal story, The Wizard of Oz, reminded us that the power to go home is always with us. In truth, we require nothing and no one else to take us there. We are at home when we remember who and whose we are. What would it be like to move through the world, through your life, and no matter where you found yourself, to recognize yourself as fully at home? It would be living a life of grace. A life guided by the recognition of the goodness that is always available. A life lived in alignment with the very nature of spirit itself. We experience grace to the degree that we place our faith in that goodness as the guiding principle of our lives. When we choose to live in the flow of grace, we feel our connection with the one living universal presence, the one essence, one substance, one process that expresses as all of creation. And when we align our thoughts, words, and actions with that presence, it is like going home. We find peace and comfort. We know love and belonging. Because this is our native state. And the divine impulse at the heart of all things will not rest until we have returned. In the words of St. Augustine, "You have made us for yourself, O Lord, and our hearts are restless until they rest in you." And yet, this journey of transformation that leads us back to the truth of who and whose we are is not for the faint of heart. The poet Rumi says that it is not for brittle, easily broken glass bottle people. This path is for those who are courageous enough to rewrite their stories, to face the untruths they have been living and living with, in service of discovering the deepest kind of truth. We are heading into the winter season, a time for being still, for rooting ourselves in contemplation and reflection, for becoming better acquainted with ourselves and finding nourishment for body, mind, and soul. In the words of Tagore, now it is time to sit quiet alone with you and to sing a rededication of my life in this silent and overflowing joy. These words call us to sit in silence in the presence of God, the source, the ground of love, and to rededicate ourselves to the spiritual path, to rediscover what we already know, what we know most deeply within ourselves. And in so doing, grace can lead us home. I invite you into a couple of minutes of silent contemplation.
For every soul road is wandered, through so many lives it winds, that slowly we begin to see this dance we do in time. In a moment of grace we wake and find the truth who's always known. And there's always home. There's always home. There's always home. There's always home. And maybe we have wandered into this labyrinth of illusion, so that we can end all doubt and erase any confusion, and find within our minds what our hearts have always known, that there's always home. There's always home. Oh, there's always home. Oh, wandering, falling, dreaming, waking, it's all worth coming home. Each face reflecting one truth, each voice needed for a song. Now sing along. Oh, is there's always home. Oh, Through so many lives it winds, that slowly we begin to see this dance we do in time. In a moment of grace we wake and find the truth was always known, that there's always home, there's always home. There's always home. There's always home. There's always home.
What beautiful poetry and deep truth. Maybe we have wandered into this labyrinth of illusion so that we can end all doubt and erase any confusion and find within our minds what our hearts have always known, that there's always home. He goes on to say, wandering, falling, dreaming, waking. It's so worth the coming home. Each face reflecting one truth. Each voice needed for the song. So sing along. There's always home. There is always home. For every soul the road has wandered through so many lives it winds, till slowly we begin to see the dance we do in time. In a moment of grace we wake and find that truth was always known. And there's always home. There's always home.
Few of us these days live where we were born. We moved because of a job, to go to college, to be near loved ones. We may have lived in many different houses, but we always instinctively make our dwelling place into a home, a place where we flourish, thrive, a place where we belong. Centuries ago, Pliny the Elder said, "Home is where the heart is." An anonymous poet later added, "A house is made of walls and beams. A home is built with love and dreams." Home is more than just a building, more than the people who live there. It is a shared vision of mutual love, support, belonging, and deep connection. Spiritually, our home is our sense of oneness with our Creator. In the Bible's second creation myth, humans are given a home in Eden. They don't like the rules, so they run away from home. And the rest of the Bible describes humankind's quest to reconnect with Spirit, to experience oneness once again, to find our way back home. The Christian Bible ends with the revelation of a new heaven and a new earth, a vision of a new garden, a new paradise, where all beings live as one, connected to God, to one another, and to the beautiful planet we are part of. It is a vision of a family reunited. The prodigal species returns home. In our 3 minutes of shared silent meditation this morning, I invite you to contemplate your relationship with Spirit through the metaphor of home, a place where you are loved beyond measure, supported unconditionally, encouraged to be just who you are, just the way you are, a place where you can thrive, unafraid to fully express your true, authentic self, where it is safe to make mistakes, to fall down and get back up again. Your spiritual home, where you can rest, basking in divine love. Abun, Holy Mother, Divine Father of all that is, thank you for this grace-filled time of communion with you and with these beloved saints in my spiritual family. Thank you for inviting us back home, home to your holy dwelling place within our own hearts. May we never forget who and whose we are. The Apostle Paul asks us, "Don't you know that you are the temple of God and that the Spirit dwells within you?" The Creator has made its home within your heart, and it desires to shine its radiance through you. The light is on. Somebody is home. As Taizé continues this morning, we receive Reverend Diana's wisdom gratefully. We open our hearts, minds, and souls with greater awareness that as we follow the divine guidance that flows from within us, grace can and will lead us home.
As we walk more and more closely with Spirit's wisdom, allowing her truth to guide our lives, we begin to see life as a gift, a blessing, freely given for our growth, our joy, and our delight. It is as if we're being invited. Drink freely of the life you've been given. Don't hold back. Receive all that is being offered. Don't allow the pain in the world or in your own life to hold you back from fully receiving the gifts of Spirit. Don't allow the voices of criticism and judgment to keep you from the deep calling of your heart. When you do, you are rejecting the generous love of God. Instead, experience your feelings fully, knowing them for what they are: transient human experiences. Let them come. Feel them deeply. And then let them go. They are here for your good. Remember that the depth of your pain and the depth of your sorrow over life's happenings are simply the measures of how deeply you have loved. From author Christine Walters Paintner, drink freely of the life you've been given, meaning the one brilliant, beautiful, and unique experience of being you in this moment of time. She bids us savor the inner landscape of our lives. Recognize that we are here to experience the fullness of ourselves in ache and in joy. We are to welcome in the entirety of our person, body, mind, emotional body, spirit. Perhaps beyond this lifetime, the soul's journey, past, present, and future. This is beyond merely accepting it all. It is trusting that your journey is perfect in all of its imperfection. If it's uniquely yours, and it is a gift. Welcome in all of it. This is what life is for. This is what coming home is all about. Let's anchor all we've heard this morning in closing prayer. We end where we began, bringing awareness to the heart, feeling our connection with all that is, feeling the pulse, the rhythm of the one life. Beneath the external noise in our world, a rhythm pulses, a steady, ancient hum, like the earth breathing beneath our feet. It is not dramatic or loud. It is subtle and sacred. We are invited to join our Indigenous elders this morning in remembering, listen to the wind. It talks. Listen to the silence. It speaks. Listen to the heart. It knows. Everything around us is pulsing with the sacred rhythm of life. You are no stranger to this pulse. You feel it as your very heartbeat. You breathe, and in doing so, the rhythm breathes you. The rhythm does not rush. It invites. You are part of the rhythm. You are already home. In sensing the presence of the one life, forever expressing and experiencing itself in, through, and as all of creation, I am at peace. For I know that I am part of its graceful flow, its powerful rhythm, and I am grateful. I know the way to say thank you for life is by fully enjoying every moment. And the only way to enjoy every moment is to love, to serve, and to remember. Today, I am expressing all the love and happiness that exist in my heart. I show my love to your creations. I practice self-love, and I demonstrate my love to the people who share this life with me. I know that life is too short to waste in misery and drama, so I enjoy the presence of the people I love, serving them and receiving their gifts of service. I graciously receive your infinite flow of blessings, finding joy and beauty in each gift. I share generously, just as you, Spirit, share your gifts so generously with me. May I become a master of gratitude, generosity, and love, as I allow the power within to do the work. Resting in Spirit's loving presence and with faith in the power of prayer, I release my word now, trusting that a prayer sincerely felt and spoken is a prayer answered. May I have the eyes to see that everything that unfolds from this moment forward is answered prayer. And so I let it be. And so it is. Amen. Gently return our awareness to our bodies, to acknowledge the beautiful souls who celebrate with us this morning in prayer and meditation. Saying good morning if you choose to. Silently offering your love in all directions. So as we close our Taizé this morning, we offer an opportunity for you to share of your financial good in support of the work that we're doing in our community here and in the world. And if you're joining us online, you can go to mysticheart.org and you'll find a donate button and a mailing address. We thank you all in advance for your gifts, your generous gifts. We acknowledge and give thanks for the infinite flow of spirit through your lives, through your hearts and your hands, and we receive your gifts with deep gratitude. And so this morning, Dalton's going to play some music as we offer an opportunity for sharing.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saves and sets me free. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and it was grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the very hour I first believed. Through many dangers, many toils and snares, I have already come, but I know it was grace that brought me safe thus far, and I know that grace shall lead me home. Shall lead me home. Through been here many thousands of years, bright shining as the sun. Still we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun.
So we say thank you for these gifts as they're given, knowing that they are given of your hearts, through your hands. And we pledge to use and grow these gifts and offer them back out into the world, into the community. So thank you so much. Thank you, Spirit. And so it is. So I just want to mention a couple of things. Our holiday boutique will still be happening, but we're reducing it to one day next Saturday instead of Friday and Saturday. The items that we've received in are beautiful, and they are many, but probably not enough for 2 days, which is fine. If you still have items you'd like to contribute, you can bring them in during the week when we're here during classes and activities. And I'll need some help on Thursday morning or Friday morning. Friday sometime getting this all set up. Need some hands to help work on Saturday. So all of that's out there as an opportunity. And the game day for November has been canceled due to lack of response. So if you were thinking of attending Mexican Train, we're going to pick that back up in January. And with that, let's go ahead and bless you on your way to your day or to a cup of coffee to return and have conversation.
May your soul always find what it's looking for. May your heart always lead the way. May you live in peace and harmony, and may love always fill your day. May your path be strewn with happiness. May success find you everywhere. May you always embrace compassion and grace, and may God always answer. Let's sing it one more time. May your soul always find what it's looking for. May your heart always lead the way. May you live in peace and harmony, and may love always fill your day. May your path be strewn with happiness. May success find you everywhere. May you always embrace compassion and grace, and may God always answer your prayers. May you always embrace compassion and grace. And may God always answer your prayer.
God bless you. Have a beautiful day, and we'll be back at 10:30 if you'd like to have some conversation.
All right, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Please join me in prayer, and we'll know that all that energy that is spread throughout the building is now focusing its way into here to join us in worship, to join us in conversation, to join us in contemplation, to join us in the intuitive gifts that we are presented with this morning. I know that Reverend Diana is inspired, and that inspiration comes from Spirit, and it comes through each one of us as we tune in to that still small voice within us, to that divine consciousness that we call intuition. So I say thank you, Spirit, for this time together, knowing this gathering unfolds perfectly and joyfully. I just let it happen, and we accept these gifts and all the gifts and blessings we're about to receive with a grateful heart. And so it is.
So it is.
Amen.
And I think the joy part's already going.
Thank you again, Chris, for the beautiful prayer. Yeah, you can hear all that joy just rumbling.
He just prayed it right into the
Prayed it
center.
right in, that's right. So welcome or welcome back, whichever it is for you. If you're new here with us this morning online, my name is Reverend Diana Johnson. I'm the pastor, spiritual director for Mystic Heart Spiritual Center. We are an independent interfaith community that teaches universal principles and practical spirituality, tracing the common threads of truth that run through all of the world's great traditions. So let's get started by joining our voices. We have Dalton here this morning to lead our music. Joining our voices in some upbeat prayer. Yeah.
Time to sing some songs you've heard before.
Feel free to.
Welcome to the Mystic Heart. Join the celebration. Raise your voice, sing your part. Make this affirmation. Spirit's made us family with loving hearts to share. And together we are joyfully practicing the possible through prayer.
Everything's possible through prayer.
Welcome to the Mystic Heart. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded who it comes to be. We are love, we are one. We're a lovely family. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Yeah, 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 yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Yeah, 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 yeah. Give yourself a round of applause.
Whoops. Is that what we're doing?
We're doing thank you for this day a holy, holy way. I can play either one.
That's thank you for this day, I guess. I have a typo here.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. Here, my radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. I said this beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day.
And this healing day. All right, so one of the ways that we can practice and serve And deep gratitude is to join in the sacred practice of envisioning a love-soaked world. So I invite you to join me right now. Imaginal realm, here we come. This is the place where infinite potential, where spirit and matter working together, turning all things to good. Transformation is underway. So go with me now to find yourself in a world where all humans are living from their deepest wisdom and greatest generosity. Their most loving nature, thoughtful of the impact that their thoughts and words and actions have on other beings and on the very planet herself. It's a world without greed, this world that we're living in, where there's abundance in having enough, where all needs are met gracefully and easily all the time, where nutritious food and clean water and pure air is available to all, no matter where you live, no matter the color of your skin, no matter which family you were born into, where warm, comfortable, and affordable housing is always a given, where all beings feel a sense of safety, belonging, and contribution. Ours is a world where mental and physical health, education, and healthy relationships are ensured by social systems grounded in integrity and honesty and wholeness.
Amen.
Where all beings work and play at whatever feeds their soul and are well compensated for their service. All beings are valued and respected for their inherent goodness. Authenticity and vulnerability are not only welcomed, but celebrated.
Yes.
The peace we cultivate within ourselves show up as a world free of hatred, free of violence, and free of indifference.
Yes, yes, yes.
The love that we are here to share is given freely to whomever our hearts are called to love.
Amen.
We have moved beyond all lines of separation, and we live as one human family, caring for one beautiful planet with the reverence that she deserves. By the power of our collective intention, imagining, and inspired action, which must always follow, we have undergone an amazing transformation. We're living in a world that works for all beings. Giving no power to appearances, we live according to our highest aspirations. We refuse to lower our vision, no matter what the world has to say. We are at peace with our families, our friends, our neighbors, and other nations.
Amen.
As we gracefully step into a new story for humanity and the planet, this community stands as an open and welcoming space for all who seek support, belonging, and a sense of family. This community redefines church as a place of self-discovery, authenticity, kindness, radical inclusion, and love. Giving thanks for the beauty of our world, for this beautiful day, and trusting that a prayer powerfully spoken and deeply felt, especially by a group of like-minded people, is a prayer answered. And so my word is acted upon here and now, in full acceptance and great joy, with the deepest humility. I release this prayer to the one who gets it done, and so it is. Amen.
Amen.
Yay. Feels so good. Our loving act of defiance for the week. I love it.
Deliverance.
I love it. So this month of Thanksgiving, we're acknowledging that grace will always lead us home. If we let it. That's the one thing. We have to not get in the way, hold it away. So if you were here with us this morning during Taizé, this will serve as a brief reminder, and if you weren't, you can catch it online after Chris gets it up there this evening, and that will complete the picture of today's message for you. So this is just going to be a bullet point summary to use as a springboard for a conscious conversation. Okay? We talked about home as a place of safety, a place of comfort, belonging, and peace. Now this is in an ideal world, in an ideal home. Home is a place where we are loved and respected. A place where we can be fully and authentically ourselves, where we can replenish our energy and prepare ourselves to interact with the world. And that, as important as our human home is to us, this is only the surface level of what it means to go home. We went into contemplation of deeper ideas that each of us is required to make room for the full range of human experiences, to create space for opposites and for paradox, because our world is certainly one of paradox. To sometimes let go of our attachment to everything we think we know, to let go of attachment to the illusion of control that we seem to think we have. Yeah. To embrace the unknown. To be willing in every moment to begin again, because we're going to be called throughout our lives to begin over and over and over again. To open ourselves to exploration, trusting that as we traverse new circumstances, our true home already lives inside of us. So we take home with us. It's not, bless you, it's not something outside of us we're looking for. So we're never far from home, right?
Right.
We're there when we choose to remember that we're there. That we're at home when we remember who and whose we are. And we equated that to living a life of grace, knowing that grace will lead us home. We also said that this journey of transformation that leads us back to the truth of who and whose we are is not for the faint of heart. It's not for sissies, not for wimps. The poet Rumi says that it is not for brittle, easily broken glass bottle people. Love Rumi.
I love that.
This path is for those who are courageous enough to rewrite their stories. Because we all have stories. And I would guess that we all have some stories that don't serve us very well. So we have to have a willingness to rewrite those stories, to change them moving forward. To face the untruths that we've been living or living with in the service of discovering a deeper kind of truth. So I have a question for you. So I'm going to go back and forth between questions and readings and bounce around a little bit today. Have you had any opportunities this past week to practice the actual creation of a love-soaked world?
Yes.
What did that look like in your world, in your life? How did you practice the creation of a love-soaked world this week? Jared?
I realized that my roommate, she's 65 years old and she was not cooking properly for herself. And I just went ahead and made her a meal.
Oh.
I said, you're eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Kimberly?
There's a man in my apartment building, and he's a lot older, and he's kind of alone in the world, and he looks very sad, and he sits out in the, where the couch is, and I always usually smile at him and go on, and I walked up to him, and I said, do you walk at all? And he goes, no, my life is blah, 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 and whatever. And I go, you'd feel better if you started walking. And I gave him a brownie that somebody had given to me. And I go, I just want to give you this. So the next day, I was talking to Kathy about it. And I go, I think I might have overstepped my boundaries because I was trying to be kind, but I thought maybe I wasn't. I don't know. But anyway, the next day, so I'm walking now. And every day he tells me to walk. So that made me feel really good.
All it took was a brownie and a smile from Kimberly.
Beautiful.
So he
Thank
tells me,
you.
I walked today, it's just around the block, but I walked. I go, don't you feel bad? He goes, I actually do. So
That's
I'm glad
great.
I stepped out.
Yeah.
That's so neat. I wanted
Yes.
to tell you that.
Thank
and I
you.
forgot. I'm
Anybody
glad you
else
shared that.
practice?
That's cool.
Anybody else practice this week?
Gary and I have been working really, really, really hard to clean up his house, and we're just helping each other out, and we have a great friendship. So I'm so grateful for that, and it's just everything. We work really, 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 really hard. I mean, seriously.
You guys are
There's so much more work to do, but we're bound and determined to do it.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
co-creating a home.
Yeah, and we're getting ready to, like, I need so much help, like, digging dirt so that I can get all the rhizomes out so that I can grow food.
Uh-huh.
And I want to grow food for everybody.
All right.
If anybody wants to come hang out and help out, that would be so much fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. Another beautiful way of creating a love-soaked world. April.
Try to do that every single day at work, every single passenger. And you know, it's not really public and out there yet, but RABA will no longer be having paratransit after the first of the year. It's all being moved over to Shasta Connect. And so we'll only have fixed route available through RABA anymore. And for us DR drivers, it's a big emotional hit every day. That's what we do. So I have to make a choice now to leave, make $10 less and stay in paratransit, or stay and drive the fixed route bus. And a couple of the drivers have been letting it make them really resentful at work, and they're like, well, what does it even matter anymore? You know, one of them was like, well, I don't even care anymore. I'm just gonna do whatever until, you know, I don't care anymore. What the hell, you still have 2 months
Right.
to continue to do whatever it is that you can do every single day in these people's lives.
Yeah.
It's not over because it's over. If that's your whole attitude, then your heart wasn't, I don't think, in it in the first place.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, Justin.
I have a friend that has a house that is kind of dilapidated, so
Uh-huh.
I went up to that house and we worked on the outside so that it's not going to be flooded during the winter. So I
Nice.
spent the day on Tuesday working on that house, and
Beautiful.
You're a rock star.
All the generous spirits. Everybody is so generous. Bob?
Well, I feel we, especially the maintenance team and me, we had a love soap week.
Love so tweak.
Oh,
I had one of those too.
Last Monday, we were moving refrigerators, you and Chris's refrigerators, and helped Gary get it into his house
Yeah.
and get the old one out of his house. And then, towards the end of the week, we helped Kathy Aiken with her yard sale, which was a big success.
And they did a lot of work, trust me. There was a lot of stuff in that shed. I tried to warn them, there was more than they thought. They
Nice.
found out.
But I feel David's beloved tools are now helping
Dave was
other
there.
people.
Yeah.
Dave was there.
He was definitely
I bought
there.
a little bit myself.
Well, deep gratitude to all of the love-soaked angels that move around this community with one another and out into the greater community, because we are making a difference. And living that life takes practice, doesn't it?
Yes.
Is it, I don't know, is it just me, or is it easy to fall into looking at my little world and my, not that that's not part of the bigger world, it is. Our families, those are important, our homes. But also reaching out beyond our little worlds into the greater world really makes a big difference. And we might not get it right the first time, right? We might, like you might do something and maybe you do overstep a bound, or maybe, but that doesn't mean we stop practicing. It might be uncomfortable. Chris?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, one of the things that I've been practicing is when I see news feeds online or social media, changing my gut level reaction or response to people that I previously had great judgment about.
Yeah.
And it's it occurred, because it occurs to me that we can't have that love-soaked world
Right.
unless that love is for everybody,
Yeah,
regardless,
right.
remembering that they are spirit and form as well.
We need to learn how and practice setting our own reactive tendencies aside, setting our own preferences, beliefs, and opinions aside. Not to say we have to give them up, but we have to be able to just move them aside long enough to clear our perception, to be able to see what's really in front of us instead of the thing we're creating in our heads. This life is really challenging sometimes. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Oh, yes.
But we can't give up. The world needs our help, especially right now.
Gary taught me something, like when I get anxious and like stressed, he's like, breathe in to the count of 4 and then breathe out like, and just keep doing that.
Mhm.
And then I learned some stuff about parasympathetic nervous system, where you
Yeah.
do here and then go up under here, light, and then here, and it literally relaxes.
Yeah,
So it's some beautiful stuff I'm learning.
yeah, that's great.
Thought I'd share.
That's great. So, did anybody feel like giving up any time this week? Was there anything that came up, Justin? Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's tempting to just pull the covers over the head. And sometimes we need to do that
I did that.
for a bit of time.
Yeah.
But that's not the same as giving up. We crawl back out, and then we're not giving up. What is it that made you keep on going when you wanted to give up?
I just had a lot to give, but I guess I was just tired. I was
Oh.
exhausted, so I just went to sleep when I needed it. I guess
Yeah.
that too, like the act of love that I gave myself this week was
Right.
rehoming my home, because before I didn't really feel safe or comfortable in my own home.
Uh-huh.
So it was hard for me to, I wasn't giving from a place of excess, I was giving
Yeah.
from, what I needed. And now I'm building a space where I can just give from excess because
Yeah.
I'm already fulfilled and I'm safe
Beautiful.
at home.
Yeah, it doesn't exclude ourselves, certainly.
Yeah.
We have to start by having within us that love and that generosity and all of that before we can give it away.
Mm.
We have to really focus on making sure, and there's a fine line. There's a fine line there, because we can also get stuck in,
Mm.
me.
Mhm.
So there's making sure that we have what we need and that we get the rest we need, that we get whatever it is we need, and then we turn that. The Love Soap world requires that we do both. Kimberly?
Well, all the classes I've been taking with you, I've got all this nice little toolbox, and when
Yeah.
I get to that pity-potty part of myself, first of all, I give myself permission to feel it, and then I try to figure out why I'm triggered. Then I figure out when I first got triggered the same way, and then I do some work on myself with my tools, and then I meditate. Then I get up and start the rest of my day in a better place.
Yeah. So you have a whole set of routine and a set of tools that help you to bring you back so that you're living from a Love Soap world, because you can't create that outside unless you're
Absolutely.
moving in it. Nice. So this morning at Taizé, go ahead.
This morning I went to Valley Christian and they were
Mhm.
talking about Philippians 14, and Paul was talking about contentment
Uh-huh.
and just being content with what we have, be it
Yes.
in excess or in
Mhm.
hunger. And I think really like giving from that place of love requires that contentment
It
inside.
does. Yeah, absolutely. Contentment is a beautiful place to be, and yet I look around and see so many people are not content with what they have. We're running, chasing, needing more. And that's just such a
Rat race.
Rat race. That's a good way to put it, yeah.
I have a gratitude practice that I learned from Rhonda Burns. And she wants you to write down 10 gratitudes every day. And she writes it in a way where you go, I'm so happy and grateful now that, even though if it hasn't even happened yet,
Right.
but something
Yeah.
that you want to create. And then you just write it down. I'm so happy and grateful now that, blah, 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 blah. And then you just say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And even if you don't feel it at first, the more you practice it and the more you write it,
Yeah.
you know, and then she wants you, the more, you know, I mean, it takes practice because you've been a
Yes.
certain way
Right.
for so long.
Right.
So you're retraining the brain. And then when
Yeah.
you start retraining the brain, the body starts doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you just gotta, sometimes you gotta slow down, you know, just that balance of,
Yeah.
and instead of focusing on everything that you don't like, it's like, okay, stop, cancel, clear, cancel, clear. What do I love? And then write down 100 things that you love.
Right.
Like if you're really feeling
Yeah.
down, and it really brings you out of it.
Right, it
You know,
does.
and just take
Yeah.
that and do the breath work and be love
Yeah.
for yourself first.
With my gratitudes, when I do 5 a day, I augment that by never letting myself repeat the same thing on any given day. So, you know, after 10 days, I have 50 things. After 20 days, I have 100 things. And then you can go back and read those and reread them, and it becomes really clear how blessed you are when you stack 5 upon 5 upon 5 upon 5 upon 5.
And it's mind blowing how when you're truly grateful, how things just show up.
Oh, they do, yeah, they definitely do.
What you love just shows up.
Yeah.
The other day, I picked up this gentleman in the morning from the micro shelter, and he rides with us a lot. And, you know, there's a whole big mix, as there is anywhere around the missions and the micro shelter.
Right.
And he, you know, I picked him up and he goes, I'm so glad to see you, man. Get me out of here. These people are so negative. I just can't, you know. So me and him started talking. I said, you know, it doesn't matter where you are. There's always those people,
Right.
you know. And like at my job, there's just people who are just grumpy all day long. You know, they come in, they're already at the time clock, haven't even started the day, and they're like, oh, another day. I hate this job. You know. And I'm like, ugh, you know. But we started talking about it and. Talk about being grateful for what you have, and I said, you know, if they woke up tomorrow morning and found out their job was gone, that it was just gone, and now how are they going to pay their bills? Their health insurance is leaving, and that's expensive enough, you know, and everything else. I'm pretty sure that if the next day they said, you know what, guys, never mind, your jobs are fine, that feeling of despair to elation would be so fast, and how grateful they would be. And, you know, we started talking, I said, you know, I read one time this little meme or whatever, but it was, never forget that what you are praying for, or what you're complaining about today, someone is praying for right now. And I've slept on an abandoned dirty couch in the middle of an empty field or an alley. You know, I've had big houses that were in my name, I've had, you know, big cars, I've had little cars, I've had all different versions of outside shell around me. And no matter what, that I always say, like, okay, well, this is my home now.
Right.
You know, because, yeah, you know, it might not be exactly what you want, but it's exactly what you need. And if you can just be grateful and having enough, having just what you need, your needs are met, you're safe, you're warm, you can turn on the shower and choose what you want for breakfast.
Yeah.
How that will shift your perspective on life.
Yeah, absolutely. So we started and ended the Taizé today with a focus on the heart and its pulse. And they brought our awareness in our meditation to what we call the rhythm of creation, or the rhythm of life. So when I say those words, what does that mean to you, the rhythm of life?
So I'm just wanting to add on to what Pamela was saying about, like, basically, like, creating a new habit. Like, it does take a long time to create a new habit, but creating a new habit is like creating a new path. It's difficult at first, but then if you keep going down that same path over and over and over, it'll get it'll be better, and it'll become a new habit.
That's right. You will have rewired your whole brain, your whole neurology, and you'll have a new habit.
Yep.
Nice. So the rhythm of life. What comes up when you hear those words?
I don't know, I was just getting an experience of this tree I visit when I was younger. And I could just feel the energy of the tree just welcoming me and saying, where have you been, Jerry?
Uh-huh.
You know. And I've been getting experiences like that a lot, just with nature and just the rhythm of nature and what God has provided, you
Mhm.
know.
Beautiful.
Yeah, if you
Thank
get
you.
depressed, just go outside no matter what.
And hug a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hug a tree, hug a tree. Yeah. Anybody else have thoughts on the rhythm of life?
That speaks to me of connection.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's so much moving around us all the time, and that illusion of separation, or I'm doing my thing, and, you know. But really, I mean, in my tradition, it's this, the song of the water, the energy of the air, you know, the way the grass is moving around
Yeah.
you. It's becoming one with all things, and knowing that your place in that is the same rhythm. You are
Yeah.
that same rhythm, and the birds, the animals, everything that's moving, the rain right now, we're a part of that. And
Yeah.
to really sink into that oneness with everything that exists on this plane with us.
We opened today's by imagining, feeling our own heartbeat, tuning into our own heartbeat, and then imagining that that heart was beating in tandem with all other beings. And then, you know, all living beings, all plant beings, and then the planet herself. You know, heart beating with the heart of the mother, heart beating with the heart of the father, whatever you call that. So there, Chris.
I was thinking of the two Greek words for time that we sometimes study is kairos and chronos. Chronos is clock time, basically.
Right.
Kairos is more like timing, like, and that's being in sync
Yeah.
with what's trying to happen around us.
Right.
And I think that's the rhythm of life for me. You know, you know, that certainly you can see it affect gardening.
Yeah.
You don't want to plant a tomato this time of year, but
No.
but there's a, you know, there's a definite time for every purpose under heaven.
Right.
as Ecclesiastes says.
Thank you. So in preparing for this week, I came across an article, actually, by the Reverend David Alt. He's a minister for Centers for Spiritual Living. He used to be a senior pastor. He's moved on to doing other work, building foundations to feed people and house people. But he wrote an article this week, and I wanted to share and then reflect on some passages from that article. And this ties in. So first of all, the word rhythm is derived from the Greek and means to flow. So rhythm means to flow. So here's the first passage. Everything around us is pulsing with an innate reminder of symmetry. You are not a stranger to the flow. You are already home. We do not lose the rhythm, we simply tune it out. As spiritual beings caught in changing cycles of human doing, we spend years gathering names and roles and goals, building structures of meaning, trying to be enough. And all the while, the innate pulse of life's givingness flowed beneath every achievement, every heartbreak, every attempt to get it right. So I'm going to break that down a little bit into segments. And I want you to notice as I'm reading each segment what, if anything, is coming up in you that you may want to share. So the first sentence was, everything around us is pulsing with an innate reminder of symmetry.
What comes to mind is everything around us has a energy.
Okay.
It's made by molecules and different things going on. And you could actually feel the force of things around you,
Mm-hmm. Nice.
the energy of the pulse,
Thank
the living pulse.
you. Yeah. Feel the living pulse of everything around you. So what is symmetry? What's that word mean?
Balance.
Okay, balance. We're very symmetrical beings, right? We have 2 legs, 2 arms. Bob?
I would say, especially like in nature, is precision. You know,
Okay.
blowing the leaves off the sidewalk the other day, and there was a big maple leaf there.
Uh-huh.
And I used to work in machine shop with computer-controlled machines, and nature precisionally made that maple leaf,
Yes.
probably within thousands. It couldn't be done any better on a CNC machine.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Yes, nature is very precise in its workings. Chris?
I was just thinking of the yin and yang symbol,
Uh-huh.
and a lot of times random stuff that we deem random
Mhm.
comes up, but it's always important, I think, to remember that there is never a yin without a yang, or vice versa, you know.
Right.
So there really is no random events in the universe. We just
Yeah.
don't have enough information to understand.
Right. So it's a world of opposites. It's a world of paradox, balancing energies. Taylor? And then.
So what Chris has said just now about the yin and yang kind of reminded me of this thing about everything that it's like for many things in this world. Like there's good and bad in many things.
Mhm.
Many things that we think of that may be bad still have some good in them,
Mhm.
some use.
That's true. And aren't good and bad really just our perspective? Because can't 2 people look at the same thing and one believes it's good and the other believes it's bad? And who's right?
You made me think of the pea tray.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody know how they studied like this molecules or bacteria? And one scientist would work with it and it would do something, and then the next scientist would work with it and do something different. And another one did, and it did something different. Another one did it and did something. So they all came together, and they got to see that.
Right.
You know, so the energy.
Yeah.
Right.
What we expect to see.
It's so life is malleable, and you
Right.
can create.
Yeah.
Observer.
Well, I was thinking about it's the symmetry and the flow of life and how easy it is for us to interrupt that for ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As more and more and more in my life, I'm starting to hear myself when I start to tell a
Right.
story.
Ah.
You know?
Yeah, the story.
Yeah, I wonder what that's all about.
Yeah, really.
You know, so the other night, somebody was saying something, and it was, I don't remember what it was about, but it was a slightly negative kind of thing. And I found myself starting to agree, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, no, I'm not gonna even start it in this direction,
Right.
because it would change the flow of my life
Right. Exactly.
in a negative way.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you. Rule?
Symmetry. Symmetry is you could say symmetry is like a tool that is used to organize and to compartmentalize the different chambers and aspects of the God mind.
Mm-hmm.
Without symmetry, everything is everywhere chaotic. So symmetry brings order, tells the God mind, this is there, that is there, in equal force.
Mhm.
So there is no friction. It's all in harmony and timing.
Thank you. Very true. Symmetry brings order. Brings order. Taylor.
So, I'm just wanting to comment on what Pamela said earlier about the different scientists doing different things with this single molecule, and I like to say that many people might do different things to a certain thing. It just depends on how they were taught, what they know, and what they have experienced.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's all we have to base our actions on. Huh? So the second sentence in that passage I read said, let me find it again. There it is. You are not a stranger to the flow. You are already home. You are no stranger to that flow. You are already home. Anything come up there?
You are a part of life.
You're a part of life.
Life is a flow. I mean, you know,
Right.
the fact that you're here and you're conscious and you're aware,
Right.
it's unavoidable. It's who you are.
The idea that you're separate from that somehow is completely an illusion.
Right.
That's what the Hindus mean by Maya. It's not that our experience in the relative plane is false or that we don't have to deal with the relative world. It's that our perception of our separation, our perception of our differences, that's the illusion. The perception that we're not connected. Chris?
I was thinking of, especially when I was working full-time, which I kind of still am, but
I said now you're volunteering full time now.
but how often do we sit at home, but our mind isn't there, our mind is at work, or our mind is on the list, all the things that we have
Right.
to do. So, and I think that's what David's message speaks to me, is that, you know, we are home, but if our mind's not there, or if our heart's not there,
Right.
we're not able to perceive it.
That's exactly what he meant by this next line. We do not lose the rhythm, we simply tune it out.
You made me think of something when you said that.
Mhm.
Is I always tell people, you know, because some people are sensitive and they don't know how to deal with what's coming at them, and so they'll drink or do something, and I call that rendering yourself unconscious so you don't have to feel, so you don't have to deal.
Right.
And that's just not the way to go. You know?
No, ultimately it's not.
It's called self-destruction.
It's self-destructive
Yeah,
behavior, yeah. Lucinda?
Well, that was one of the things that I was talking about earlier with my comment, is that tuning it out, when you start to tell yourself a new story about something negative that's going on, you're tuning out that flow, that beautiful
Right.
flow
Yeah,
that's all around us.
yeah.
You can't hear it when you're busy listening to the bleeding of your own story.
Very true, very true. And I keep remembering the very first time Cherie ever said this to me. She's started with a story, and then she stopped midway and said, I'm so bored with this. I'm so bored with my own story. I hear myself telling you this over and over and over.
It's a good place to be, right?
It is a good place to be, to realize you're doing it and then notice how boring it is. A new story would be much more exciting. Kimberly and then Chris.
And what I realize is when I'm stuck in my backstory, I'm not even present.
Right.
And all my
No.
energy's going to keep something alive that already happened and
yeah.
wasn't even a good place the first time.
Right. It's already past, it's already dead, and you're keeping it alive.
Yeah, by
And it makes you unhappy.
feeding it.
Right.
You're literally feeding your energy to something that is not relevant really
Right.
in your life anymore.
Yeah.
And thank you for teaching me that.
Well,
Because you do it without even knowing.
yeah. Yeah.
it's kind of learned from your parents and your grandparents. It's generational.
Right.
So to be able to change that and make a new decision,
Yeah,
and not everybody even knows they have a choice.
right.
So
Very
I
empowering to learn
feel
that.
very blessed that I now know that.
Yeah, thank you. Chris and then April.
I just wanted to add that sometimes when we tune that out,
Mm-hmm.
we're not actively choosing to tune it out.
Right.
But our brains, our minds get hijacked.
Yeah.
And, and we start perseverating on something that just, so it really calls us to be really mindful of where we're letting our mind go and what,
Yeah.
what we're letting drive us.
Right.
Are we allowing ourselves to be pulled out of that flow?
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you. Good self-awareness. April?
I think it can be easy to not just pass judgment, but also forget to give grace and space for everyone being in their own place and their own journey. And I don't know about you, but when I was young, my parents did not teach me that traumatic moments stay frozen in the cells of my muscles.
Right.
They did not teach me how to process out those things from my body so that my mind could let go.
Right.
No one ever taught me that when you have a experience that your sympathetic nervous system believes is a threat, that it locks in everything to keep you alive. The smell, the sights, the sounds, that it stays in your body, that the charge stays there. And just because you don't talk about it anymore,
Yeah.
does not mean that it's not still living inside of your energy.
Right.
So when we do, like when I do my Awake and Flow somatic healing events, it's amazing to me, and it can become easy for me to go, how come you didn't know that? What do you mean this is the first time you've ever heard of this, right? Or people tell me, yeah, I found this really great thing, and I'm like, well, I've known that for 30 years, but it becomes really easy to do that, right? And so we were having this conversation the last Awake and Flow we did, and I said, I really did some work around that, why that is. And that has to do with the shadow aspect of me still being upset at myself for carrying my crap so long.
Yeah.
And it becomes really easy, so I have to remind myself that we're all passing judgments. We all think we know everything, because we do. Right? According to our own filters and experiences.
Right. Yeah.
Right? And how easy it can be sometimes to look at someone else and going, they're doing that because they haven't got there yet. They're doing that because
Right.
they don't understand yet. And
Spiritual arrogance at its best.
and how
Yes.
easy in that we think we're so enlightened sometimes, but how easy in that we don't even realize that that's our own shadow, and we
Right.
should really look at that sometimes.
Yes.
But I remind myself all the time that I made a lot of the decisions in my life that I did because that's the only decision I could make at that time.
Right.
And until
Yes.
you actively seek out new tools, put them into physical implementation and heal and grow your own self,
Right.
you can't give grace to someone else
Yes.
in their place. And to be disconnected, I mean, us human beings think that we're a different entity on the planet. We just walk up and chop down trees, we start digging holes, we cause and effect.
Yeah.
And the whole planet is moving in cause and effect with your symmetry. Everything on one side affects the other, and they're
Yes.
in balance. Whether the mushroom kills you or cures you is, whether we call it good or bad, is up to our own perception.
Right.
So I think we just always need to be, in that place of remembering that all things exist in balance and all things deserve grace.
Yes. Thank you. Lizette, your hand's been up a bit. Yeah.
I think it's important too for us to begin to realize emotional signs. So for someone who grew up with a good drama queen for a mother.
Are we sisters?
In many ways.
Sorry.
But, and it took a long time to be able to recognize and even admit
Yeah.
that I had inherited that tendency.
Uh-huh.
So it's one of those things when you're addicted to drama, you go out of your way to create drama in your life. And so one of the things that I've learned to recognize is sometimes to just stop and go, is this feeding that drama thing again?
Right.
And to let go of it and that I don't need that anymore. I don't want that anymore. Those
Right.
feelings actually leave me feeling ill at this point.
Yeah.
And yet, some part of me, every once in a while, still seeks it. And so
Seeks it or
it's just-
creates it. Dang it.
It's, yeah, and it's to learning how to let go of that.
Yeah.
And the faster I can recognize it, the better I feel.
Good, thank you. I'm gonna come over here first and then I'll come back, because her hand was up.
I know, when you first asked the question, it was like, first thing I thought of was, when I came out of the house, there was this huge sycamore tree that goes up into the universe practically. But the wind was just blowing and you could hear the white sound and leaves and stuff, and it was just like this breath of fresh air, and then thinking about art and thinking about the bees and how they have the cones and how the flowers have this certain symmetrical, like all the shapes and the smells and symmetry of like seasons changing and all of us constantly changing and evolving and taking our trauma and turning it into transition and
Yeah.
being able to go with the flow of life, getting into the flow of the artwork, getting into the flow of the day.
Right.
And however you start your day depends on how it's gonna flow or
Yeah,
not flow.
right.
So it's
Always
so
a
important
choice.
to like check yourself before you
Right.
leave your bed.
Yes.
And just
Always.
get yourself into a more positive,
Yeah.
you know.
Always a choice about how you start your day.
And that's
Always.
reading the gratitudes that you wrote the night before
Uh-huh.
and doing that. And then
Yeah.
the minute I open my eyes, I
tool.
just go, thank you. You know, get out of bed, thank you. You know, just start thinking about everything you're grateful
Yeah.
for. And just keep doing that until you get your frequency up high. And then you've checked yourself, and then you widen your lens, and then, you know, it makes life a lot easier.
Yeah.
To be able to just go with the flow of everything, and not try to control everything,
Because we can.
because we can, yeah.
Futile.
Yeah.
Kayla?
So I'm just wanting to add on what Lucinda said earlier about drama, and that and it is that so in small levels of many things they are good, but in higher levels they are good. That's what I'm wanting to say about that.
Thank you, Kayla.
I don't know how I did it, but I'm really proud of myself. The minute I wake up in the morning or the middle of the night, literally, thank you for this day starts. I mean, even at 3 o'clock in the morning, the first thing that comes, I start singing that song and I'm thinking, man, I don't know how I ended up doing that, but I'm sure glad. I mean, every time I wake up, that song starts playing in my head.
I love that. Part of the reason we do that music at the beginning of every service is to plant earworms.
Oh, I know, but it comes up every
Yes.
time.
Nice.
And I love it. And I always smile when I wake up and that song starts coming. I'm going, man, my alarm just went off in my head.
I'm going to share another passage with you, briefly, and see what comes up for you. The second passage says, "The rhythm does not rush. It does not shame. It invites. It reminds us that we are not outside of peace seeking entrance. We are within peace, watching everything move and shift like clouds across the sky. No arrival, only unfolding. We breathe, and in doing so, the rhythm breathes us." Anything coming up? wonky.
speak to that.
Huh?
I'll speak to that.
Okay.
I was just thinking about how life is full of contrast and how there's like physical or emotional pain and there's all these experiences and there's highs and lows and how beautiful the contrast of it is.
Uh-huh.
And how we can walk with grace through the low points as well as high points.
Yes.
And each informs the other. It's kind of like, I love the storm, but when the sun comes out, it feels really good. And the contrast make them beautiful and appreciate how every experience in life creates something beautiful together. And the contrasts make it even more, bring even more depth to it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the contrasts in life are another version of symmetry, right? You notice the gray, foggy, drizzly, life-giving day, and you can choose to enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the sun comes out, you can choose to enjoy that. Although there are those that I hear as I go through my days that find the gray, drizzly day and complain about it, and then the sun comes out and they complain about it. So that's another approach to life. Which one do you think brings more contentment?
The one about
what's happening
gratitude.
right now.
Yeah, you might as well enjoy what's happening right now to the best of your ability, or at least be at peace with it and accept it and allow it to unfold. Yes.
I was doing my laundry, and we have a little 3 washing machines in our laundromat, and they're reasonable. And this lady comes in, and she's complaining, and I went, I'm just glad they're here instead of me driving and trying to find the laundromat. I am blessed. And she went,
Yes.
oh, well, they should get more. And I go, well, number one, there's no room, but I'm just thankful for what we have.
Right.
And she looked at me really funny.
Oh, well, oh, that's a choice.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, is there anything else that wants to be spoken right now before I do a short closing? Anything else that's come up that needs to be spoken? No? Okay. So, I just want to kind of sum up by saying enlightenment is not something we attain. It's what we already are in potential. It's all there. Everything we need is already there. In the eyes of Creator, there is nothing to fix in us. There's nothing broken. We have our own human experiences of our traumas and our difficulties, and yes, that's real, and yes, we deal with those things. But in the eyes of Creator, we're perfect creation. Our human aspect feels the divine urge to grow and to expand in consciousness and in clarity. But this doesn't mean that we're broken, right? Each of us is perfectly imperfect, intentionally made. Have you seen the sign that says, God doesn't make no junk? Yeah, it's been around a long time. So we move into greater clarity as we shift from effort to allowance. When we learn to love what is, not because it fits our preferences, but because love is what we are. And so we give of what we are. The Lazy Man's Guide to Enlightenment says, it reminds us that anything that feels expansive, not expensive, expansive, is aligned with enlightenment. Anything that feels restrictive is not. This isn't a moral judgment, it's a vibrational recognition. So we can feel our way to truth. I'm going to wrap up with the ending passage from the same article called Already Home that the first 2 passages came from. At the most fundamental level, all beings, human and otherwise, are equal in essence. When we see inequality or brokenness, we see illusion, not reality. And yet this recognition does not dismiss the suffering experienced within the dream. It does not excuse us from responding to the suffering. The path of the Bodhisattva invites us to act inside the illusion, not as rescuers, but as presences of love and remembrance. It invites us to be calm hands, listening ears, and living reminders of wholeness for those who have not yet glimpsed their own. We do not bypass pain. We meet it with compassion, holding space until the illusion dissolves. The invitation is not to change the world, but to notice what contracts us and choose what expands, to stop fighting the hell of life and to love even the discomfort, because that is the doorway to heaven. Not after death, but here, now. You are already home. Let your vibration catch up to that truth and carry it for others until they remember too. So that's the call to action that he's making in that article. And I'm going to close us up with a short prayer. So grateful to know that the grace and goodness of God is forever shining in my life as every little tiny blessing. It shines as me, it shines as you, as all beings everywhere, and as all of creation. That grace fills our lives to overflowing if only we have eyes to see and ears to hear. And so this week I commit to spending time in reflection, taking time in silence in whatever form works for me, asking for guidance. Spirit, lead me home to you. Thank you, Holy One, for our time together this morning. I know that it nourishes and supports me in the week to come, and I know the same for each one listening. Thank you for each one here and for the time and attention and intention that it has taken to be here. Thank you for all of the blessings of this beautiful day, and thank you for the blessing of life itself. Thank you for the countless hands and hearts it took to bring our feast to the table this morning. May I never take for granted my dependence on so many sacred beings. May I be forever grateful. I release this prayer in deep faith and absolute certainty that a prayer deeply felt and powerfully spoken is a prayer answered. It is coming into form and experience for each one of us, right here and right now, exactly as spoken. Grace is leading us all home. In deep humility I receive. I let it be. And together we say, and so it is. Amen. So we move into our time today, giving of our gifts, sharing with our community of our financial goods so that this place may carry forward its work. And if you're with us online today, you can go to mysticheart.org and you'll find a donate button. You'll find a mailing address. And I invite you to consider our gracious giving program by committing to a monthly gift of any size to help us in our budgeting. We are an independent, self-supporting organization, as you know. So we just love and invite and appreciate every gift that comes our way. And if you have found value in our time together, share the love. And as we receive your gifts today, I encourage you to stand up and join in this next song. I think you'll recognize it.
One love, one heart, let's get together and feel alright. One love, one heart, give thanks and prayers to the Lord, and it will be alright. Oh, let's get together and feel alright. People get ready, there's a train coming. Don't need no luggage, you just get on board. All that you need to hear them engines humming is a still small voice some people name the Lord. One love, one heart, let's get together and feel alright. One love, one heart, give thanks and praise to the Lord, and it will be alright. Oh, let's get together and feel alright. People get ready for their train to Jordan, picking up passengers from coast to coast. Love is the key, open those doors and board them. There's room for everybody among the love the most. Let me hear you now. One love, one heart, let's get together and feel alright. One love, one heart, give thanks and praise to the Lord, and it will be alright. Whoa, let's get together and feel alright. People get ready, there's a train coming, gathering strangers from where they roam. Wherever you are, I promise you can hear that train coming. 'Cause you are the train and you're already home. Let me hear you sing it. One love, one heart, if let's get together and feel alright. One love, one heart, give thanks and praise to the Lord, and it will be alright. Oh, let's get together and feel alright. Oh, let's get together and feel alright. Oh, let's get together and feel alright.
Yeah, man.
We take these home and read them again? Do you take these home and read them again?
I give thanks.
I was kind of not here, so I missed it.
So we give thanks for these gifts, for each heart that brought them in today. We give thanks to the source of all good, which is Spirit. Give thanks for the love with which He's given and all the support that this beloved community gives to Mystic Heart so that we can continue our work in the world. So I say thank you, God. Thank you to everybody here, and so it is.
So it is.
All right. I have a few invitations. 12 Days of Kindness. April, would you like to tell us about that?
Good morning. All right. A few years ago, we decided that we were going to, in the name of our Love Soak World, show some love to our community here in Reading and to the unsheltered population. We started gathering donations of socks that year. I think we just had socks, coffee packets, cookies, some candy, handwritten Christmas cards made out to somebody you've never met, but that you want to send a message to from your heart. And we went out and we ended up hand distributing about 125 or so handmade Christmas presents. And the year after we said, let's do that again. And we ended up getting 185 last year, all hand delivered by our community to the unsheltered population here in Reading. It's that time again. These are the best socks, most requested, but any socks will work. But these wool socks are pretty cheap right now since it's winter. They want to sell them. Any socks, beanies, gloves, candy, cookies, the water's covered. The coffee packets, the instant, they sell them by the box. It's like an instant coffee pack. It already has the sugar and the cream mixed into it. They really like those because they're really simple to make on the street. Yeah.
I've been collecting Uggs, like real wool boots.
Yeah, bring them in. Bring them in.
Pairs, so.
Bring them in. We did jackets and sweaters last year as well that were donated. If you got some jackets or sweaters in your closet and you want to bring them in, there's a lot of people really grateful for that. It's pretty cold in Reading. So we have until the Sunday of December 14th to bring in our donations. We're going to stay after service that day and do our really quick assembly line. We did it pretty fast last year, and we can get it done and get it out. And we're going to go out in teams and distribute everything into the community once we have everything together. So we just got 30 more pairs of socks that are coming this week, so we're on the way.
We got 20 in there.
All right.
20 in there, 30 coming.
Yeah.
In my cart.
Costco has those. She has in her hand 5 pair for under $12, and they're all weather, super thick, nice.
And just one last, I brought in 100 blank Christmas cards on Friday, and they're back here in this white box if you want to grab a few, grab a handful, take them home, write them out, and then bring them back in. Really appreciate it.
All right, thank you, April, and thanks for spearheading this amazing mission. Yeah. Mexican Train Game Day for this month has been canceled because nobody bought a train ticket, and we had already planned to take December off. So look for us again on the 4th Monday in January, and game day will resume. Mystic Heart Book Club meets every Tuesday from 3 to 5. Currently reading Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer. Excellent book. Wednesday from 11 to 1, we're beginning the Dhammapada, which is the Buddhist scripture for the householder. There's a lot of sutras for people that are monastics that want to be a Buddhist monk, but this is for those of us who would like to know more about Buddhism but don't really want to retire from the world. So again, that's Wednesday from 11 to 1, and that's a drop-in. You don't need to have come last week to come this week or next week. So. Also on Wednesday, the midweek reset, sound bath with April and Miley. That's this Wednesday evening from 6:30 to 7:30, and this will be the last sound bath for 2025. So we're going to take December off for the holidays and resume in January. Fast Track to Wellness meets every Thursday from 11:30 to 1:30. It's a mind, body, spirit support and education circle. It's an amazing group. Reverend Diana is doing an Advent series called The 7 Spiritual Gifts of Waiting. Starts this Thursday, November 20th from 2 to 4:30. We're going to be reading this book, The 7 Gifts of Waiting by Holly Whitcomb. I believe she's a Unity minister, and that's a 4-week.
It's actually 5.
5-week class. So, and it give you a deeper understanding of the season of Advent, what that's all about. Holiday Boutique is fast approaching. It's this coming Saturday, November 22nd from 9 to 3. Mystic Heart Holiday Fundraiser. So help bring your gently used items for resale, donate baked goods, help us set up on Thursday or Friday morning, help work the sale, and then come shop. So contact Reverend Diana for more information, and let Diana know if you're going to be contributing baked goods, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And tell friends and family about it. We're going to get it out on our Facebook page, and we'll put signs up and stuff. But tell people, invite people.
And December 6th, Saturday, December 6th, Reverend Kat Cox will be presenting a dream workshop from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Again, more details in the bulletin on the website. And on Wednesday, December 17th, from 6:30 to about 8 p.m. is our holy day candlelighting service called Celebrating the Light. It'll be a beautiful blend of music and interfaith message. And please RSVP Reverend Diana if you plan to attend, because we don't have a great deal of seats. So if you reserve your seat, you'll have one. So.
Heidi will have a children's program that evening.
Yes, yeah. And if you're bringing kids, RSVP for that too, so that we know how to prepare for them. More information available in your November bulletin. Check online at mysticheart.org. And it looks like everybody here has already filled out information cards. I am available to pray with you after the service if you so desire. If you'd rather request, fill out a prayer card and request prayer from all our practitioners, you're welcome to do that as well, and we'll get it to the whole team. And that brings us to our closing song. Please join Dalton in Love Be With You.
All together, hand in hand, we see the light and we take a stand, and we are changing. A whole new life for you and me. Take your past and set it free, and share this blessing. Love be with you, peace enfold you, spirit lift you, breathe it in. Truth come through you, may good flow to you. Let joy renew you until we meet again. Love be with you, 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 love be with you. Ooh, love be with you, love be with you, love be with you, love be with you, till we meet again, love be with you.
Thank you and bless you.